Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time since I have done a character guide. My most recent videos have been the challenge fights that were released a while back, but today I wanted to make a guide on Lemaire, who is going to be joining the game this upcoming week. If you've been on the Discord or the Reddit, she is, I guess, a little controversial. There's a lot of people who say to not pull her. She's not very good, but I am here to defend Lemaire, break down her kit, and show you exactly who she is and what she is able to do. So if you're curious to learn more about her yourself, then keep on watching and let's get into it. So Lemaire is a dancer and she is able to use every element that is in the game, and her roles are that she is a damage dealer as well as a buffer, debuffer, and a healer. For her stats, very average across the board, but for a dancer, she does have a pretty high elemental attack. She's up there with Primrose, and she has a very good speed stat, which is good so that she can buff the party earlier in the turn as well as debuff the enemies earlier in the turn. So for her notable skills, just to kind of lay down this foundation right away, all of her main damage dealing attacks are all 3-hit single target, but each element provides a different additional effect. So for fire, it provides a front row 15% attack and element attack buff. Ice is the defensive with a 15% defense and element defense buff. Lightning will provide that crit and speed buff. Wind will reveal one weakness. Light provides a front row heal, and dark provides that debuff with a 15% attack and element attack down. She also has a one single target hit of each element, so it's 6 total hits of 45 potency each. And she can also provide a ice, wind, and dark skill that provides defense up for those elements, as well as a fire, lightning, and light defense up. So she can fill a lot of different slots on a team, maybe where you're missing an elemental weakness, or if you want to provide additional potency buffs or debuffs with those 15%. Her ultimate technique is a one-hit single target of each element. In addition to that damage that she is going to have, she also will buff the party for, at the base, 5% attack defense, elemental attack, defense crit speed for 2 turns, and then it will go up to 10% if you max out her ultimate. So dealing damage with every single element as well as providing all of those buffs. For her passives, I think she has great passives. Her buffs will receive 1 additional turn duration, and the other passive is that Lemaire and the ally that she's in the same row with will deal 20% more damage when attacking enemy weaknesses. So when I see a lot of people dogging on her, I wonder if they just know her full kit, because she's an excellent partner in a row, just because of the fact that she can provide that 20% damage up. And then also her buffs will receive an additional turn, so instead of the usual 2, it'll be 3 to start. Her A4 accessory is pretty good, but I don't think it's worth bringing her all the way up. I think she's good at A1, but if you do decide to max her, her accessory provides 35 stats up for the ones listed, and then the buff is a 10% damage up when attacking a broken enemy, and then also revealing 1 weakness at the start of every battle as long as you have this equipped on a character. So for her pros, she's a jack of all trades. She can hit every single element, she can provide all the basic buffs, and then she's got a debuff that she can provide with the magic and element attack down. And she can fill a spot on almost any team as a shield breaker or as a buffer and debuffer. All of her attacks are 3 hits, so she can definitely help with chipping away. But her cons is she's just not a strong source of damage. I know we're hitting that meta phase where there's a lot of support on different teams, buffing up one person to the max. So like A2, Rondo, those kind of characters who can hit big. and she just doesn't have that damage where it's worth having her be that sole one, unless she's your favorite, you know, then feel free, you know, go all in on her. So am I gonna pull? Yes, I love her utility. She has an awesome sprite, which, you know, if you've watched my videos, you know that I really like pulling characters based on sprite and just design alone, as well as their kits, of course. But also too, she was a character that I used a lot in my JP journey, and she was always on my team because I'm free to play on that, so you know it's harder to get a lot of characters. But yeah, she was niche, very helpful. So if you're a newer player, just be careful with your rubies as always, especially with a lot of stuff that's coming up. But she could be a really big help for your team with what she's able to do, especially if you're newer or if you don't have any many characters in your roster. So let me know down in the comments below. I'm really curious to see who else is pulling in addition to me. Like I said, in Discord and in Reddit, I feel like I'm seeing most people say that they're going to skip and that it's an easy skip for them. But I want to know who my fellow Lemaire pullers are and who's going to be pulling for her. So thank you so much, as always, for checking out my videos and my guides. You can expect more in the future with characters that are being released. It's a very exciting time in the game that's coming up, especially with we've got Live Alive coming and the 2nd anniversary, and hopefully Side Celestia is coming very soon as well. So I'm back here with you all, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Peace.